This is Rubleen Kaur, and I had a YouTube channel before, but this is something that I've just started now. I hope you guys like the video. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe. It would mean a lot. I am starting coding almost after practicing on these websites after almost a break of 2 years, and yeah, let's see what happens. And I just wanted to code, that's all. Let's go to some contest. Let's practice. So all the essay problems, I'm gonna open note write good. Yeah, so I'm just so sorry, I'm really bad with the names and all, and I know they should all have been done before. Just signed in. Okay, I don't want sprints, I want something that I have already done before. Let's go with easy for the day. And let's start with arrays. Okay, I don't know, let me just scroll a bit, try to find one code which I really want to do after this long. Yeah, I do want to start with something easy. As I said, I'm just trying after 2 years, and this YouTube thing is also new, so please bear with me. I have no idea what all whiteboards might be opened here. Okay, it's not that thing. Wait, I just wanted whiteboard. Why is it taking me here? Let's go with check if array is sorted, and let's see if Microsoft. Okay, it is. So I was working on something. This might come out soon as well. But let's go back at home, create a new whiteboard. And I don't want these templates, so I personally think black is a much better color at night, especially. So I'm just going to start with black. Let's see. So let's get back to this. Okay, got it. So the question here states that given an array of size n, and we have to check if the array check if it is sorted. Okay, you have to check if it is sorted in non-decreasing order or not. Okay, so non-decreasing. Non-decreasing means an ascending order. That's fine. I don't know how they put it, but let's see. So it could have been anything. It could have been ascending, it could have been non-decreasing as they said, and it could have also been increasing. So we have to keep in mind all of these three scenarios. I mean, this is what happens in most of the interviews. Even if the question is a very easy one, they would just use vocabulary to confuse you out. And I must say, it happens a lot. So, what you have to do is the output should be 1 or 0. That means true or false, okay? So, we do not need to read, input, or print anything. Our task is just to complete the function. And it would return a boolean value true if it is sorted or false. Okay, and there are constraints as well. So I think the first and the very the brute force approach here would be the, we start at the element that is present at the 0th position, and if we go by the example, it is elements from 10 to 50. So let's go. If the array, they've input 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and let's put this in a box. I'm sorry if I go blank sometime, because it's just I'm trying to assess the problem. So this is the 0th element, first, second, third and fourth. Okay, so if we check the 0th element, we would be comparing it with all of the elements that are present in ai plus 1, ai plus 2, ai plus 3 and ai plus 4. So we'll just pick a for loop till it goes from, so there will be 2 for loops. I will be 0, that would be for the first element, and then for second we'll use a j, we'll use a variable j, and what would j do? J would iterate, and we would iterate through the positions. So at every, this I would be compared with every position, and if it is a smaller value or not. If it is not, let's say if 20 is not smaller than 30, it would give us a false value back, and if yes, nothing would happen. Post the 2 loops have been completed, we would get true. So this is the basic idea, this is the brute force approach. Now the issue here is the time complexity would be, there are 2 loops running, so it would be n square, and space complexity, as we're not creating any new array, we just have to return a boolean value, it would be O of 1. Now can we do it using just one loop? Let's see. So how would we do this using one loop? I think if we would start from I as 1. Okay, let's not start at the 0th position. Right, okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, let's not start at the 0th position, let's keep at I here. So I would be compared from every I minus 1. Okay, this is how the comparison would be. So if 20 is greater than 0 or 10, or if 1 is greater than 0, we'll be checking, and if it is, then I'm so sorry, if it is, so if let's say, or what we would check is not greater than, we should check, because if it is greater than, no action should have been taken place. If it is a smaller value, it should return a false or boolean value. So let's say if this was 10 and this was 20, then the comparison would have returned a false value. So we need our array, the condition would be, so if the array of I I will be here if it is smaller than array of I minus 1, and we would be comparing it in a similar manner. So I would be plus and then it would go here, I minus 1 would be 1, and it would go on. So I do not know how it, so really sorry for that, but it should have been 2, 3 and 4. So here in this approach only one loop would be used. It is a very simple straightforward question. Even though I've like lost touch of it, I still remember how to do this part, so that's good. Now what this approach would help us do is our entire array would be, we'll be traveling the entire array, and we would be returning just true or false. And since there is only one loop going on, so it would be O of n. So the size of the array would be the time complexity, and space complexity would be just 1 because we're not creating any array. I hope this is pretty simple. Let's write a code in Python, and I'm actually confused what to code, which language to code it. But yeah, Python, since my company uses Python a lot, so let's go to Python. So it would be for I in range would be from 1 to n. So n is the size of the array and it is passed. Okay. Now okay, we'll just indent properly because we are using Python. So we'll be having our condition. So I'll be using the second approach because I know it's better, and the time complexity, there is some constraint, I think. Yeah. So expected time complexity, they are asking you to write code for using just one loop. So if our array of I is lesser than array of I minus 1, if that is the case, then it should return false. Okay, and if not, then it should return true. So, and a return true should be in the same indent as false. Okay. Driver code, it already has a driver code. It is passing an array. I don't think we have to define an array or add any inputs. So let's just give this a try. Got it. Let's just compile and run. Oh, did I not declare I? Okay. Is it expecting this? Okay, let me get a hang of this compiler. I don't think this should be issue, and as far as I know, in Python we don't need to define this variable. This is strange. Let's see. I am using guy. How are you saying I'm not using guy? Okay. Oh. Sorry guys, I wrote a Python program in C language. That, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Now I'll have to end it properly unless this would break. This makes sense. Now let me check the driver if it's in Python or what it is. Let's try to run. True is not defined. Okay. Is false defined? Then let's try with a capital F. Yeah. It's a capital T. And run. Huh. See, it does work. So let's submit. Yay! That was our problem of the day. I'm sorry for the stupid mistakes, but it's just I'm using this after a very long time, so it would take a couple of sessions for me to get a hang of it. But it was a very simple code. I'll paste the snippet of the code here. I don't know, I mean, someone will be very lucky if they get this in their interviews, because why not. Also, just for introduction part, I'm working as a partner operations senior engineer, and now I'm planning to shift into a more aggressive role. Right now my role requires some automations and all, but it's not entirely code dependent, and I really want to shift in. I miss coding a lot, and yeah, let's see what life has planned. So yeah, that was all actually, and I'll be trying to shoot these small videos regularly, but if not, and actually if you do like it, I would surely post such videos regularly. But this is just me trying to study, me trying to get some consistency, and yeah, your support really matters. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.